Oh, shit.
We have a multiple 600 in progress for most of each. Subject is 25 and appears to have shit his pants.
Get back here. Hello, everybody. I'm coming to a city near you. Next up, we got Batavia, Illinois, Cleveland, Ohio. I'll be doing some time in Austin, getting up in that system. Yuma, Arizona, Greensboro, North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina. Go to my website, ticketscraigconant.com. That was a professional intro. No slip-ups today. Sucker, I took my lion's mane. I'm on turkey tails. We're getting rid of stuff. Anyways, today's guest is my man, Joey Avery. This motherfucker is funny as shit. He's blowing the... I'm not supposed to cuss so much.
It's all right.
Oh, back to Joey Avery, Love and Light. This fool's awesome, funny, hilarious. He's releasing some stand-up soon. Catch him at a live show. He's touring. He's a road dog, son of a bitch. And I think he's hilarious and respect his hustle, and he's today's guest. And it's a doozy. It's good. We get deep, but it's very light, and we get silly and laugh, talk about that shit. And yeah, I know I'm getting a little preachy lately, but it just feels like the world's a little heavy, and it feels like a calling. So I said I'm a bootleg preacher. Is that what I am? What did I say?
Ghetto bootleg
preacher. I know I say it all wrong and shit, but you know there's also truth in the shit. So just hold on to the little bits of truth, and that's it, because I just download from TikTok. I don't want to brag. But this good. Get your algorithms right. Stop watching the war shit and conspiracy theory shit. And go to the cat videos and positive information. And turn off your TV. And grow a garden and be good to yourself and start your own bank. I'm just kidding. Anyways, Joey Avery, tune in right now. It's a doozy. I love you all. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, boy. Flavor.
Hello. Mic check. Father, can you hear me?
Yeah.
There will be. That's a. What is that? Bad religion. There will be no sorrow. Anyways, are we rolling?
Yeah.
Are we gonna? We just get into it.
Just get right into it.
Yeah, dog.
Well, it's like I run into it. I'm like, I don't even want to catch up because we have to talk anyway.
Isn't that the worst when you spill the beans before the show?
Yeah,
and you're like, rewind, recreate, and then you do it and it sucks.
But then it's awkward because then you show up and you're just like, hey, what's up? How you been? Actually, I'm just going to pee. I'll have a drink.
No
save
talking.
all of this. Yeah,
yes, you
no
saved
speaking.
It. I don't want to know you moved to New York. Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
We blew our wad before the show.
Well, you have the exclusive. I haven't announced it yet, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I don't.
Secret's out.
There's no. No one cares.
I live with 4 cats. Who are they gonna tell?
Yeah.
the mice.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh
dude.
man, I'm retiring.
And that's been the show. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Speaking of my cats, they just called. Can you turn up my fucking headbands a little bit? I can't hear the voices in my head well. First of all, this is motherfucking Joey Avery. Bro, I'm such a fan of your shit. You're so fucking funny, dude.
Thank you, man. The feeling's mutual.
And I just see your little shit. I study you. I said, what's Joey Avery doing? I better get to it. I'm the mayor of Redondo, bitch. I just copy your whole act. You're like, Craig.
It's so funny. Most of the like good or interesting ideas that I've come up with are just me going, oh shit, I don't know how to sell tickets, or I don't know how to get people to watch my YouTube. I better come up with something creative, and it'll be like 2 a.m. and I won't be able to sleep, and I'll be like,
you're like, I'm the mayor. And I fucking love it, dude. No, I like your team and your artwork and shit. I literally recognize game. I'll be like, hey, make me look like... No.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
That's all it is, though. These motherfuckers always have all these questions. It's like, who's winning? Go study them.
Yeah, it's the same thing I do. You just look at whoever is at the next, You
just study the blueprint. Not the act. You don't want to end up like Mencia and whatnot, This is obviously... It's not even steal. It's just copy and paste the structure.
Art should come from within, but promo can come from wherever.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, that color scheme on the tour poster was mine.
He stole my orange. That was my hue.
it's all the stuff that no one cares about except for us.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to care about until we realized we had to.
Exactly. Do you think I ever wanted to worry about what makes people want to buy tickets? No, you just want to make fart jokes and be silly, and then all of a sudden the pressure from the clubs to perform. Obviously, it's a business.
Yeah.
They have butts
Makes
and
sense.
seats, and then it just changes it. And I remember all the OGs saying, "Enjoy it now," because it changes. And you're like, yeah, right. And
Yeah, I'm
then
like, shut up, dude. I have a day job.
Yeah.
I'm doing 8 minutes eating shit in front of you, and it's like you're living the dream. And all I ever wanted to do was headline clubs. And now that I like announced a bunch of dates, I was like, dude, this is awesome. And then all of a sudden, I'm looking at ticket sales, and I'm like, I need to be the mayor of everywhere. I gotta come up with some new shit. I might need to start doing Steve-O shit and like tape myself to a billboard like outside of Buffalo.
you do the mayor, and I just go, "Hey, I'm Craig. I'm the governor."
Yeah.
I did like everyone's like, "That seems really
I think
familiar."
that's the same thing.
And the governor is statewide only, but I'm doing it wrong like every city.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is
I'm the governor of Boston.
I tried to do for anyone who doesn't know, to promote shows, sometimes I do fake ads. So I'll do like I'm the first was mayor of San Francisco, and I've done a
and
few
you always
other-
had a bootleg in every ad I ever seen you in.
That was not that was because I tore my actually I broke my left ankle last year, and then this year I tore my right Achilles.
Yeah, this guy's I've only known him 2 years, and he had a boot the whole time.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on over here?
I-
Fucking bootleg son of a bitch.
I look very put together from like the kneecap up, but
Down.
otherwise a mess.
Just weak ankles, dude. What is going? I'm just kidding. Achilles, and what was the other one?
I broke my left ankle, and then I tore my right Achilles.
Whew. Yeah,
Not great.
My dad ruptured both Achilles, and he did one during softball, but he's a crazy old son of a bitch, so he just walked on it for 2 weeks. And then he finally went to the hospital, and they're like, "You ruptured your Achilles tendon. You should have came in the night of."
Yeah.
And he was just like, "Oh." He's just I'm telling you, my dad's nuts.
That's
Like, motherfucker,
crazy.
That's crazy. Most people will be like, I need a paramedic. I need an ambulance.
Well,
He's like, give me 2 weeks.
I mean, when I tore mine, I like stood up and I was like, oh shit. And like, you know, there's a guy standing there who's like, I'm 90% sure I know what just happened. And so my friend drove me to like an ER.
Could you walk on it for 2 weeks?
It would have not been a good 2 weeks.
Okay.
And also I knew something fucked up happened. I was like,
That's what I meant to
walked
ask.
into the bar.
Did
and I
you
was
know
like,
it happened immediately? That's what I meant to ask. Yeah.
I was basically I never played pickleball before. I was playing pickleball.
You are as white as you look.
I know. It was my first time. 8-0, one of the best to ever do it. And I went for a ball, and I just felt something snap, and I turned around to the guy I was playing with. I was like, yo, did you just hit me with your racket? And he's standing like 35 yards away.
It's like, yeah, I threw it at you like a boomerang.
That's what I thought happened.
No.
I literally thought he went for the ball and was like, ha, and threw it. And so I like turned around, and I was like, oh, this is probably not good. I stood up. I like walked in. I was like hanging out with the people I was with, and then one of them was like, you want to take you to the... And I was like, yeah. I went to the like urgent care, and they were like, yep, it's torn. Here's a boot, no crutches. Deal with it whenever you get back home, because I was in Austin. So then I went back to the party and hung out till,
right.
hung out, finished it just in a boot.
So
We
you're a
finished
man
strong.
too. All right.
I'm a man.
All right.
That's the point.
I'm a man with the boot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. I gotta get better at interviewing. So you're a Bay Area rapper, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I love Bay Area
I
rappers.
am Bay Area.
I
but,
know.
Yeah.
Yuck mouth. What's up, fool? I'm a fan. I'm sorry.
Have you ever gotten a rapper on?
No, I know a few. I know PJ, our coworker. He's the shit, and my homie Jarren Benton. He's dope.
Yeah.
And I should tag them. We'll provide their shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I should get them on.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, no, this fool. They're dope. They're touring and shit and hustling, and I feel like I know more, but none. Mostly high school people, actually talented motherfuckers. They just
So you're like deep in the underground. If you know high school rappers.
No, I meant my buddies in high school that just kind of stopped, but a lot of them were talented and they just, you know.
Oh, friends from your high school.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I didn't know you were up on the like 17-year-old spitting bars. It's a
TikTok. No, my buddies in high school, but like our high school had like hip hop in it because I know is Torrance, West Torrance is mainly white and Asian, but the teacher there, her kids were into hip hop, and her son was in Visionaries, so we knew like 2Mex and all these underground fools at our high school. So that like made us want to explore underground, like these guys, you know.
Tight.
Yeah, and we got to meet them and shit, and we'd go to their shows. And then I of course love mainstream hip hop and gangster hip hop, but to know, like, I like the, you know, the underbelly of it.
Yeah,
that shit's
that's
fire.
dope. Yeah, I mean, I was in the Bay Area when it was like the hyphy movement was like what was going on. Like, we would see Andre Nicotina at least like once a year because he'd come through the Catalyst. I lived kind of near Santa Cruz, so you just go over the hill and see him.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Dude, that shit's the dope. Pac was from there predominantly. That's where he really was raised. Tupac.
Yeah.
He was Bay Area when he popped off.
He never really I mean, he always was from there, but it ended up being such a New York versus LA thing that he ended up claiming like West Coast in totality.
Yeah, he was just that.
But
powerful.
LA was kind of where
take
he
on
was
the coast.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even fuck New York. Fuck your whole side.
Yeah. San Francisco, New York just doesn't really hit as like a rivalry in that way.
They're like, whatever.
Yeah. That's probably why he made California love, because it's very hard to like be from the Bay and then be like, oh, I'm gonna come claim LA, because we don't fuck with LA.
No, he was a chameleon though. I studied that man. He's my favorite. He was born in New York, raised in Baltimore, in a fancy art school. Met Jada Pinkett there, and then his mom fell out, and I believe became addicted to drug abuse. And then they moved to Oakland. He lived in poverty in the projects.
Yeah.
And then he was a backup dancer for Digital Underground. And then they gave him an album, and he's super talented, and the rest is history.
Damn.
Yeah, isn't that trip?
That is a trip. I didn't know most of the first
And he
part
never
of it.
actually lived in L.A. He just claimed, and he was fucking with Death Row and Suge because they bailed him out of jail.
Right.
Like many of close friends are like, if Def Jam or No Limit would have bailed him out, he would have been fucking right. They saved his life, of course.
Right.
And then just some miscommunication with that whole East Coast, West Coast shit. And somebody set him up. I mean, he did get shot 5 times.
Not an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one's a whoopsie daisy.
Yeah.
With the
Oh,
fifth
fuck,
one.
I shot Tupac. God damn it. I was trying
5
not to
times.
do that. He
And
was
it
an
was-
angry dude, though. I mean, like, that's
He said it
what-
was a setup in the lobby, and he knew it was because he was strapped. And when they went to rob him, his buddy said, like, no. But he was just like, fuck this. And then that's why he got shot.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you, I mean, not that you were there, but do you feel like if he doesn't pull it and he just gets robbed, it's okay? Or he was 100% sure it was a setup?
I think it was a hit. I don't know. There's so much controversy around that man's life. He was hated by the feds, the police, Puff Daddy, Jay-Z.
I remember when I was in high school, it was still a big thing, and like a friend of mine, like he insisted. He was like, "Dog, I'm telling you, Tupac is alive. He lives in my crawl space." And I
That's
was like,
a tweaker.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I don't either.
I never did.
Like,
but his commitment
say Bermuda,
to it,
bro.
yeah,
Come
his
on.
commitment to it. He was like, dude, he lives
Say
in my
the
crawl space. I
Bahamas.
was like, dude, Tupac would not hang out with you.
He's behind my kitty litter box.
I was at the Coachella when they brought out the
Me too,
hologram.
bro.
Yeah.
What the? I thought you looked familiar.
It was weekend. Were you weekend 1 too when you didn't know it was gonna happen?
No, I was 2. I knew it was coming.
Oh, so I didn't know. So they're just bringing out everybody. It's like hip hop history, and then it happens, and like, dude, it's day 3 of Coachella. Like, we're fucked up. Like, we've been on drugs for 3 days, and they've brought out everyone. And kept being like, oh my god, 50's out here. Oh my god, Warren G, Eminem,
Kendrick.
everyone's coming out.
Yeah.
Kendrick, and then all of a sudden they brought out Tupac, and you're far enough away, and you're fucked up enough. You're like, is that
That's
Tupac?
Tupac.
Yeah, there was a legitimate 30 seconds where I was like, dude, he's back.
He's back and he's blue.
And then I kind of figured it out. And I was still excited, but
Yeah, the hairs stand up on your neck. He said, "What up, Coachella?" And I went, I'm on mushrooms and Molly, bro. This is too much, man. I love you. And then he disappeared. I was like, I can't lose you
He's
again.
gone.
I love you.
It's a setup.
I feel like he came to me in a few dreams and on ayahuasca. I
Really?
know I sound like a nut. I know what I sound like.
No, you look
But
like
he
a
woke
guy who
me
does
up.
ayahuasca.
He woke me up. I just discovered it. I've only done it 8 times.
Have you really?
I'm going back for 9 and 10, pussy boy.
Is it?
You want to heal that bootleg or what? Come with me. I know a shaman down the way.
Are you doing that LA ayahuasca? Or are you on that
Hell
like
yeah.
deep in the woods?
I ain't
like
got time to go to the jungle. I'm
Yeah.
on a 50-city tour.
I thought this well, we're in the jungle. Dude. I don't know.
That's real.
Yeah. Yeah, the
This
50th city
jungle
is
smells
Machu
like-
Picchu.
I know. I can't wait.
So how long is your ayahuasca experience? Is it like the 8-hour like puking and shitting, or do you do like a
Yeah,
light-
but no. Yes, it's 6 to 8 hours, but nobody's puking and shitting like
that's
that.
a plus.
Like I get mad about that. Nobody poops their pants. Go drink the sauce. No, it's just a lovely thing. But yes, you can purge and you do poop, but you're in control, is what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, okay. It's like
you're in fucking control,
yeah. It's like
even though you're.
it's like a
astral-
coffee shit.
I would say that's less control.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
Your butt, dude. How many
We're
times
talking
have
about
you
cold
been,
brew or Folgers here?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
How many times have you been bubbling, waiting for someone at a Starbucks, dude?
Oh,
and
God.
you go into that bathroom and it's like Fallujah, dude. You're like, war has happened in here.
Why do people at coffee houses toilets? Did I say that right? Why do
works,
they,
yeah.
Why do they spray? You know what I mean?
We know
Like-
why they spray.
No, but like, I feel like those poops
They're yeah.
they don't happen here. Like it doesn't. My poop doesn't go up in the brim.
Yeah, you
but
don't-
at coffee
You
shops,
don't get vertical like that.
you're like, this is where the water comes out. How did you get it up there?
Yeah, it's like a cauldron, dude.
Yeah,
I think it's sometimes you're waiting. It just if
a
someone's
doo-doo cauldron.
Yeah, dude. It's bad, dude.
I'm
There's
sorry.
always like
This
there's-
poor guy is like, Craig's retarded.
No, I
He just
love
said
this.
doo-doo cauldron. And he's like, give me a minute.
yeah.
That's
Applause
all
break.
it takes.
Yeah.
If you're not laughing at stupid shit, what the fuck you doing?
I always feel like papers. You know how papers are always like recycled paper. You know, like a newspaper.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all
yeah.
recycled paper.
Yeah.
And I've just been in enough of those coffee shop bathrooms and seen those like old ones, and I feel like there's like ingrained like old coffee shit particles. in
Oh,
most of the
100%.
papers.
It absorbs.
I can kind of feel
absorbs.
it. Yeah, when I like pick it up.
That's
I'm
where I
like,
got
it's like stained khaki.
conjunctivitis the last 3 times. The old coffee shop doo-doo paper.
The doo-doo times.
Good riff, bro. Doo-doo time. I failed. Hang on, let me get one. You're funny, bro. The dude again then. Okay, I quit.
The doo-doo cauldron. I don't know why I want to go kind of Indian. Doo-doo
Oh,
cauldron.
don't do that.
No, you can't do that.
Picamanara parte. You can't do nothing
Can't do
anymore.
that. You can't.
They can't
you
do nothing.
Can't do that.
You could chop your dick off, though. Just don't talk
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh, I can't make the voice, but I can turn my dick into a pussy.
Yeah, you
What
can.
happened to this country?
I can't wait. I'm gonna get a big pussy.
A big loose one.
Fuck, I'm gonna be like, doctor, I want to fit my fist in there. I'm so sorry. I was dropped on my head as a kid.
Yeah.
I will go back to gardening. Do
Yeah.
peaceful stuff. Get out of there, Craig.
yeah.
Sick.
It's too easy to fall.
I mean,
into
I
that
was
riff
my
these
brain, not
days.
like, not that.
So you don't shit too bad at ayahuasca, but it is 8 hours. Have you ever had it be like dark or intense, or you feel like all of that's Yes.
Yeah, I fought the devil, fool. No, okay, back to the poopy though.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to prepare for this shit and eat right and eat light. Like no, the obvious shit. How we're supposed to eat and what I struggle with. No pork and then light white chicken, fish, light
Yeah,
meats,
yeah.
fruits, veggies, salads.
Yeah.
How we're supposed to eat.
How we're supposed to eat.
Yeah,
all the time,
you can have a steak once in a while. We're not supposed to eat it all day, every fucking day.
I do like
and
steak.
I love steak.
Yeah.
I'm having it for dinner.
Good.
I'm a steak, Anyways, so if you clean your body up and you're pretty pure and you get rid of the toxins, you don't necessarily shit your pants and purge that much. But let's say you're eating pork and red meat and you're not doing fruits and veggies and salads, then you're gonna it's actually
trying to get out stuff.
Yeah,
that feels,
it's a detoxifier. This was
Right.
why I always say this misconception. It basically gets rid of heavy metals, all sorts of shit. You could go down
any
some Google
Metallica
rabbit.
you've listened
Yeah,
to. Gone.
your Slayer's gone.
Yeah.
Walk. It gets so that's why you purge. But it's weird because you'll be purging some pork or heavy metals or whatever the fuck, which you can also use cilantro or holy basil and all sorts of shit. There's many plant medicines. But as you're puking up this shit, you're also on a spiritual realm fighting the devil and vomiting maggots and lotus, and then you're just like,
Is what it appears to you.
yeah.
And so you'll be puke and you'll be like, oh, those were maggots.
Yeah.
And are
those
they like maggots of the soul?
Yeah, demons, parasites. And then you open your eyes and you're like, oh, it's just puke. But when it's happening, you're like, oh, no, that was like exorcist shit. It's
Jesus.
crazy. And then, but then you feel lighter. And then you also don't have to go to dark if you don't want to. It's like choose your own adventure. You co-create with it. It's like riding a wave. It's really weird. Just
In
come
your
with
mind.
Me, bro. Come on.
In your mind right
be a
now.
pussy.
we keep
Bring your boots.
Keep the pod rolling.
No, I'm doing one in 2 weeks.
I am interested. I mean, I've done shrooms, like high dosages of that, and had pretty interesting experiences. I've done DMT, but it's been a while, and like I've definitely had some. You have experiences that are light, you have experiences that are dark, and sometimes you're like, I think I'm good on that for a little bit, but it does usually feel like it's good for you.
You do seem good. I don't look at you and be like, this guy's got a war in his soul.
That's true, but it's still. I mean, everyone has shit.
Everyone has it to a certain degree. We just some it's visible. You're like, oh, they need ayahuasca. And you're like, oh, you got your shit together. You're fine.
Yeah, but I feel like I wouldn't feel like you need ayahuasca. You
Every
feel like
day's
you're
a
vibing.
struggle.
Sounds like the name of a podcast if this was all just about lifting. You know?
You're lifting this big buff man. I was
Come
thinking
on.
every day's a struggle would be like a sobriety podcast. This guy goes a healthy habit.
I guess you just changed the words though. If it was one of those like lift, it'd be like the everyday struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys who wake up at 4 and just fucking bench press shit. And
Good on them for having self-discipline. That's the next mountain. Self-discipline. Become another person.
do you feel like you're not disciplined?
I am in many. I am with stand-up, but I would like that to carry over in other areas of my life,
Yeah.
like eating and working out. I could be a little fit fucker, and instead I'm just a lazy sucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's with everything. I feel like it's tough because it's just like you can have like I'll have a great week where I work out 5 or 6 times that week. I do stand up. I write every day, and I'm just like I am the king of the world. And then the
You
next
fall off.
week, it's
Yeah.
just not. I never let it go too far, but it's just it feels
I
like
can tell. Look at those cannons.
come on, dog.
When I get my arms as big as yours, that's when I'm getting tattoos.
I mean, first of all, this is a puffy shirt. I'm not gonna lie. This isn't all arm.
Right?
But you know, come on.
Sorry
We
about
got-
that. Why do you think I always wear flannels? I want
Yeah.
to hide my gun. How skinny they are.
Yeah, it is tough. The things that feel good are sometimes hard to do or make time for. But you know,
Work
it's
out.
worth it. Yeah.
Work.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm already doing Mayor of Wisconsin videos.
Yeah.
I have enough work. I have enough work.
Yeah.
We'll provide a link to one of his silly promo videos
Yes,
that
please
I love
do.
very much.
Please do.
That I'm copying tonight. No, I'm just kidding. I do my little promo videos in front of the ocean.
That's nice.
And you say, hey, this beach bum's coming to get down.
That's good.
And I mimic their accent. They usually don't come because they're like, this prick.
Yeah, the problem that I have is usually I film them like on location and I can't like, go to all these places before. So now I'm like, do I bank stuff in advance or I don't know? Because I've just been doing
Green
them.
screen. TikTok.
I know. I feel like
Fake back.
I feel like green screen doesn't work, but I did try a. Funny you say Wisconsin. I did try a Wisconsin one. I haven't edited yet. That's all
See?
green screen.
I'm psychic. Ayahuasca's got me in tune.
Yeah, dude, this guy's fucking dialed in.
Synchronicities.
What do you think about
You
synchronicity?
love your mother? You love your
I
mother?
do, yeah,
I'm psychic. I'm fucking psychic, bro.
Do you believe in signs?
Oh, big time. And if
Yeah.
you don't, you're a dum-dum. They've been around. If you just listen to anybody, Tom Petty's a perfect example. Strange coincidences, he calls it.
Yeah.
Where he just prayed for like a bassist, and this guy popped up from behind the bushes. Yo, I'm a bassist. And
Yeah.
I know I made that up, but it's literally, it's if you watch his documentary Running Down a Dream. And
I
that's
would love to. I
that's
love
just
him.
one guy. It's directed
Yeah.
by Martin Scorsese.
Scorsese.
I don't know how to say it, so I said it like that.
It's French, yeah.
Scorsese. And it's a beautiful documentary, but that's just one guy that I can recall. It's a reoccurring pattern. I pay attention to patterns,
Yeah.
not so much in my life, but usually like on the wall.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I feel like
lovely floral pattern.
Yeah, I heard someone, Alex Gray. You know him. He's like
He's
a
the
paint,
art in my living
exact-
room, yeah.
yeah. He calls it the cosmic wink, and I
Yeah.
thought that was
Yeah.
a fun way to put it. It's funny though because I feel like
Rick Rubin talks about it too.
yes. Did you read his book?
No,
Oh, it's great.
I will get it on Audible.
You must. It's unbelievable. Audible. But it's funny because sometimes I'm like, when stuff's going well, I'm like perceiving things when I'm in sync, and I'm like, oh, I definitely feel like I'm seeing some signs. And then other times I'm like, was that right? Am I just being self-centered, thinking things are working out?
It's usually
hard
your
when you go
ego
back.
or your mind.
Yeah.
If you're centered and you lead with your heart, 99.9 is right. It's usually this fucker that goes, "Don't you believe you're a shining star, Craig?" And then your heart goes, "But I am. But
Yeah.
I am."
Well, it's tough too because when people lose their shit, they start over-perceiving signs. Like, you know what I mean? Like when people are having like manic episodes, they start seeing signs everywhere. So it's kind of a slippery slope in terms of.
We'll take your lithium, Meredith. I'm just kidding. Don't do drugs. That's a bad drug. Go do ayahuasca and heal with plant medicine.
There you go.
Yeah. Get off pharma. It's the devil.
Call me Pharma.
Yeah.
Get
Hi,
me
I'm
off.
Pharma. I'm the devil. Come to my show, or I'll give you side effects. I'm sorry. I'm riffing here. That was stupid. What were we talking about?
Signs.
Oh yeah. Stop. I'm sorry. I fucking got it turning into dad jokes, bro.
Would you like to be a father?
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you one yet?
No.
Yeah.
But eventually I will be.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down.
It's a tough thing, but it seems rewarding and like it'd
I'm
be
on like
cool that
6 in a farm.
Yeah.
Like, go eat the dirt.
Yeah.
Get out of my house. Just kidding.
I could see you raising some dirt eaters for sure.
Oh, I was. My sister was. We're long lineage of dirt eaters.
If we were lucky, we'd get a worm.
Yeah. Oh, I love worms. I used to play with them. I don't know if I saw Dumb and Dumber was influenced by that movie or if I liked worms before that movie.
Here's another exclusive for you. I'm related to Jeff Daniels.
No way.
I have no contact with him, and he doesn't know that, but it's on the family tree.
That's crazy.
I'm basically Hollywood royalty.
You should have been in Godless, bro. You
I should have.
been
I'd be
a
down
horse.
to be in anything.
I'm sorry. He's a handsome fellow. Why did I just call him a horse?
It's fine.
That's
You've probably
crazy.
seen my cock.
Shabam! Give it up for Horsecock Joey.
And we'll be back after this commercial break.
Can't stop laughing, bro. Good guess. What were we saying? What's his face? Jeff Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some wild shit. Like family histories and trees.
Yeah.
That one fool on like KCET, some PBS shit. He does like a deep dive into your history, but you gotta be famous.
Yeah, and everyone's just like, all the white people are like, well, I'm a little worried.
If my lineage goes to the
like,
south, I don't want to know
yeah,
it.
they're
I
like,
don't want to know.
Turns out your family had slaves. I don't feel that to be true.
Yeah. Well, on one side of the family, I was the slave, and on the other side, I was the slave owner. So, yin and the yang. I even out.
That is
I
true.
even out.
Is that true for you, or are we riffing?
I am assuming.
Right.
My white lineage is from Boston, German English.
Uh-huh.
And then my brown side is from Mexico.
Yeah.
But my uncle did a DNA test, and of course we're all mutts. We had like Kuwaiti blood, Sephardic, Jewish blood.
Yeah, that
all
was my
sorts of
favorite.
shit.
That was my favorite time of 23andMe. Was like going to parties with my parents' friends and like an old white dude being like, "Guess what? Turns out I'm an African American." It's like, well, I don't.
Okay, bro.
Wouldn't love to track down how that 2% happened.
And you're just
but-
like, don't say it.
Yeah, don't say it.
Don't say it.
Actually, you know what? Drop the track. Say it.
Everyone, pull out your
If you
camera.
got flow,
We're gonna get leverage over Todd over here. He said it.
Now, are you worried about? I feel like you strike me as someone who'd be worried about submitting your genes to like
Absolutely, I won't do it.
Yeah.
I will not do it. They're not getting a clone of me.
Yeah,
They're not. No, I don't trust them. You're not getting my data.
yeah.
I can't wait till my money's right and I got my own scientists on pay. Hey, what am I? Take some of my blood. Tell me what I am. Don't you send it to the feds.
Yeah.
Fuck the feds. I know a guy in there.
I'm fucked on all that shit because I'm too into like data. So I'm like too interested,
Yeah.
Like I'm like I got my like Apple Watch. I'm like, how many minutes of REM sleep did I get last night?
The
and
devil.
it's like,
Don't
yeah.
wear that shit.
Yeah,
AI.
Tonight.
That's
No.
nice.
But
That's
but I unfortunately I love all that shit, and I'm like, yeah, what are they gonna do? I don't care. It's not the right approach, but
So they make a
it's fine.
bioweapon that targets only you.
That would be the most
Look
useless.
like Joey's the only one with the flu in here. Till they sync up with your hormones and make you want chi-chis. I'm sorry.
What's Chi-Chi's?
tits?
Oh yeah, well I think I might be subject to that bioweapon.
Too far, Greg.
They
Okay.
milked him.
Milk the cow. It's a Wu-Tang song. Capadonna, I believe. Anyways, I'm a Rain Man. Fart, fart, fart. Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. Just random facts. I'll pull them out of my ass, though.
That's good.
I'll be unintelligible on some topics. And then the other one, I was like, schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Doo-doo.
The doo-doo paper. So you're sober, right? But
I don't know anymore. No, yes, I haven't done alcohol or narcotics in 10 years, but I have been smoking weed like a chimney for 2.
Yeah.
I struggle with that.
yep.
And then ayahuasca, which is a plant-based medicine that I don't even count, but I like, just for the record, to be honest with
I think
my
that's
fellow junkies out there, and I say that as a term of love.
Term of endearment.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
I could feel
I said
you.
term
I
it.
could feel you
What the
heading
fuck
that
happened,
way.
man?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can't really get addicted to ayahuasca, could you? Or, I mean, it would be insane if
No.
you did. You'd just be... How often do you do it?
Every day. No, I'm kidding. It's a month. My circle is a monthly thing, and I've been going about every other month or so with my tour schedule. I'll sneak one in. And
Do you get
it's-
nervous, or is it like intense, like going into that? Is it like, oh
Uh-huh.
shit, this is gonna be tough.
Yeah,
I need to prepare for this.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like, let's just say the healing circle gets a little quiet before you drink the medicine. It's although I've never been to war, I just it's like you're going to war, and it could go to war with bad entities in the spiritual world if you then choose to. What a lot of us do. That's what we're here for. That's what we're there for. you know,
Right.
to expel the demons, so to speak, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot of that. Like, people are like, that 1,000-yard stare, like what they got in the helicopter before they stormed the beach. Like, everyone's just
It's
like
like,
this.
it's
But
time,
it's
let's go
obviously
time.
spiritual war, not
Right.
bloodshed.
Wow. That sounds awesome, but
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah, you got to be ready. I know, as I speak of it frequently and often, I know how it sounds because I'm a judgmental fuck too. And like, once again, going in, I was making fun of these fools, and now I can't wait to hang out with them again.
Right.
and just the work they do is the real heavy lifting.
Damn.
It's the real therapy. It's like 10 years of therapy in one day.
Sounds useful. I love a little shortcut.
Y'all tired of your trauma? Would you like to fight the devil and throw up some lotus? Did I say that right? Lotus? Then call me
Yeah.
the mayor of Redondo,
The mayor of the ayahuasca jungle.
the mayor of Dudu Mountain.
Yeah, so you kind of you've restricted yourself to drugs that are spiritual, healthy, healing,
That help
and
me
potentially
go
challenging.
up.
Yeah, because I still do like ones that do the opposite. Like I just like drinking. Drinking.
I thought
is
you were
awesome.
about to say cocaine.
That
I was
would
like,
be
don't
awesome.
say
If I was
it.
like, dude,
I
I
just
love
cocaine.
Coke. Yeah, it's great for. No. I mean, I'm not above it, but I would not say I love it. Yeah,
You
No,
look
I'm
like
good.
you
I'm
rubbed some
good.
cocaine on those choppers before. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, I have. Of course. Yeah, I've done most things, but no, just drinking is great. It's obviously it's not great. It's bad for you, but it's so fun sometimes.
Yeah, not.
But not for
No,
you.
it's
Not for
it's
you.
fun until it's not fun anymore.
Right.
And I don't know where you're at. You just don't strike me as a guy with the bug. Like I've never seen you sloppy. I've never seen you, fucking shit house. I mean, like, you see the people that drink their emotions. You're like, ooh.
Yeah, it goes the wrong way. For
Yeah.
me, it's more fun and it's a good time and it's fun to go out with people and do it in that way.
That would be the hardest to give up because you're like, oh, I don't have a problem, and
right.
which is fine. I mean, enjoy your shit, but it's just lowers vibrations.
It 100% is. But I
95% of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I would say.
I do enjoy lower vibrations sometimes. It's just like playing beer pong, talking shit to people.
Yeah.
Just, it's great.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. As you should be. There's very few people who have hung it up too early. Like if you think you need to quit,
Yeah.
there's something in you that's telling you need to, and then you're
I've spent
correct.
enough time at low vibe bars.
Yeah.
I just don't need assistance going down. I do that all myself.
Yeah.
That's, I guess, my thoughts on that.
Assistance going down.
Yeah, like that's what alcohol is to me.
Oh, it's
Assistance
like
going down.
Oh, I see.
Accelerator.
Yeah. It feels like it was a darker experience for you.
Yeah, not
Because when
always.
I say it's probably lower frequency in terms of like it being mind expanding, but it increases vibes in the scenarios in which I'm doing it.
Yeah. It just depends on your shit, like if you're holding on to stuff, alcohol can expose you like a raw nerve and then stuff comes out. It's not even necessarily every time because I was the life of the party some nights and
Right.
then other nights not so much, I was just sick of the latter.
Yeah, that waking up the next morning being like,
fuck,
are
who do
you
I gotta
fucking
apologize to?
kidding me? Yeah.
You threw a hot dog? You threw a hot dog.
Can't be tossing wieners around Hollywood. This isn't the early 2000s.
You threw your cousin's weave on the roof again, didn't you? No wonder she punched you in the head. Yeah, just shit like that. You're like, oh, I'm sorry. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Laugh later. When all wounds are healed. Ooh, my bad. Sorry, I crashed your car. Gonna need to fix that radiator in the morning.
That's not a good hungover wake up.
Uh-oh.
Busted radiator.
Did we not get the Del Taco?
Yeah.
Did we get tacos?
Yeah.
So what if I almost crashed into my own house and drove on the sidewalk for a half a block? Took out some sprinkler heads and all the neighbors were like, how did these tire marks get here? Because I know how to live, that's how. Anyways, I'm sober almost 10 years. Find God, everybody. Get
Congratulations. That's
out.
good.
Yeah,
Do you believe in God?
big time. Yeah, I loosely did, and then the old Aye made me experience it. I would just like to be clear, like I believe in God and some of the scriptures, but I'm more a spiritual guy, and I know that just sounds like a cliche. I'm more so a God's in everything, plants, nature, you, me. fucking camera. It's all stock conscious atoms on top of conscious atoms.
Oh, interesting. I wasn't expecting camera to get a shout out in there. As a
That's what my
non-living
beliefs
entity.
it changing in the last few months while sipping the syrup. It's trippy. You're like, what? Like, this is just supposedly a projection realm. And
Yeah.
none of it's real. And you're like, I struggle all the time. Like, it feels fucking real to me, man. You know?
Well,
like,
and it's real enough that you're interacting with it. So
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes, it's like...
but supposedly this is the dream world. We're asleep. And then when we die, we just go home. And then we look back and we're like, oh, it's just a game. Why'd I take it so seriously? Fear's an illusion. Choose love.
Well, do you believe that maybe you're in here to learn specific specific things, and then you can take those back to whatever the overall like consciousness is?
That's what I guess we signed up for. That's also what the teachings have taught me. Like, we signed up for these lessons that we go through.
I picked a good one, I feel like.
I feel like, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. No, it's a good one because I feel like the generational stops here with me. That's my whole shit to this. That's why I share. I spill the beans to help out the knuckleheads that I am.
Right.
You know, like, because it stops here, you know.
Right.
And I've learned that from a fucking meme on TikTok. It's been said by many greats before. It's nothing I wrote, you know.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, we're going to heal the lineage here. We're done with these
That's amazing.
stupid patterns. And it's just why I literally stopped talking and I said, I guess, just because it's a large volume of work, you know? So you just
Right.
go like, fuck, I don't want to do it. But that's also why I keep drinking the sauce.
Yeah.
Just trying to break the generational trauma, so to speak. And then be a man of self-discipline and self-control, and then build an empire and help and heal and help knuckleheads out there.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's just so much work.
It is. It is. It is.
I'm fucking lazy, dog. You know, sometimes you just,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I feel like I was very much like just I was always told my dad's like very like atheist, like we go in the dirt, son, stop being dramatic about it. You know, like
But still, even that, you go in the dirt, you turn into plants, you rebirth.
that is
Energy
true.
can never be created or destroyed. I always wondered the mind of an atheist, if like science proves that, you know, energy, which we are, can't
Right.
be created or destroyed, and that's supposedly a, you know, never been debunked. It's a fact, Jack. And then so like, what do they have to say to that?
It's I think in general everything's more complex than most people who have a very simple explanation for it. So like they would probably I would say even on some level they're right. Like if you're hanging on to this certain idea of yourself, you do die. And they usually kind of straw man it and they're like, well, we die. Why would we be different than anything else? It's not like you're going to go and like play with your dead dog in the sky somewhere. And it's like,
Why
yeah, but that's not
not?
exactly. Yeah.
I've seen all dogs
That's
go
what
to
I want
heaven.
to.
Who the fuck said that, man?
Some dogs are annoying, but
Yeah, you're right.
they can't all go.
Get your little anxiety dog out of here.
Yeah.
miss. I want a cuddler.
But I remember the first time I did shroom. I mean, I was in college, but I was still like, oh shit, this is what every religion, this is the experience every religion is attempting to describe, but everyone gets lost in translation because there's no way to perfectly describe it. So everyone's trying to talk about the same thing, but there is no perfect way to talk about it. So no one's ever going to hit the nail on the head. And when we fight over the differences, we just end up sounding really stupid to the other side when in fact everyone's kind of wrong, but you do have to see what feels right to you.
I could not agree more with everything you just laid down. That's yep.
Yeah.
That's all I got. No, it's true. It's like these religions or books or whatever fight over what's what, missing the whole point. It's like I like Dr. Wayne Dyer. I reference him a lot and listen to his works and whatnot. But he said, like, I don't care. I've quoted this so many times. He's like, I don't care if you call God spirit or energy or the universe or Edwin. He's like, it doesn't matter.
I like Edwin.
I know, that's what makes me laugh because he says Edwin, I misquoted him. I thought it was Edmundo. No, but the whole point is like people like, oh, the name of this flower. It's just like just fucking enjoy its beauty. Like
Right.
You don't have to dissect everything. Well, actually, that's a Draconius fixar. It's like just fucking water the plant and be like birdie, you know.
Yeah.
But But yeah, just the different entities always warring, and you're like, you missed the whole point.
I know. It's hard. I feel like I think the older you get, and even in stand up, like the further along that I get, the more like stressful that I find it, because I'm like, okay, now I'm here. How do I get to the next thing? That's gonna be really hard, and all this needs to be perfect. And like the other day, I was just thinking about it, and I was like, dude, you're such a fucking loser. If you're I'm not saying it's not stressful, but like if you are somehow making this job the only thing you ever want to do, which is all about serious, and not fun, you really will fuck this up. And I've had conversations with a lot of people that are way further along, and a lot of that, I mean, some are loving it, some seem kind of miserable, and it's just like, it's so easy to get lost in shit. And
I've seen the miserable ones that I look up to, and I'm like, fuck, like I want that, but I don't want that, you know.
And that
I want to be happy with success, not like still in my head.
Yeah, I think it's like I think it just comes down to what you allow your psychology to be about it, because you can get very fight or flight about, like, it's such a competitive thing.
Yeah.
You can get very, like, everything needs to be perfect, and it's not like this, and I need to be stressed about it and depressed about it, and that's the only way it'll be good. And you do need a little bit of that. But you need the overarching thing to be like,
it's all good. In divine timing, you are loved. You are safe.
That's beautiful. And also, this is the least important job of all time, and it's very self-centered.
You're wrong, bro. You know how many souls we save with a little laughter and pull them out of their depression? It might be self-centered and ego-based, but you need a little bit of that to be like, look at me.
Right.
But mostly, like I say this all the time, we're on the side of the angels. We bring joy.
Oh, that is nice.
There's creators and destroyers.
Yeah.
In my head, I just stole this from TikTok. You can look up some fools, but it's true. If you look at shit like, are you of service? Are you building up or bringing down? What side are you on?
That does make it.
We building up, sucker.
Even that is a helpful reframing of it, because it's really easy to like get negative about it, but it's like, we're just trying to bring some light, and there is like. It's funny I keep talking about this because I don't do psychedelics nearly as much, but I still remember the experiences. The first time I did acid, I remember seeing these beings. They looked like Egyptian kind of style. They were like praying, and they came up and they started just spinning around and like goofing around. And I was like, oh shit, the universe is hilarious. Yeah. I didn't realize there's like silly, like goofy.
The universe is on acid too.
I forgot that there's a like funniness is like because I went there to be like, I'm gonna see some like divine shit.
Like,
and then I was like, stop taking yourself so seriously, a bitch. And I was like, oh dude, God's fucking lit.
You're like, I met Cleopatra and Pharoah Monch, and they were bugged out just like me. Pharoah Monch is a hip hop guy. I said it wrong, Pharaoh. Damn it.
I was gonna let that go because I don't know either. Yeah.
Pharaoh Desmond Tutu.
That I believe is a South African
bishop that helped stop some war.
That's right.
Good man.
A good man.
Angel.
Desmond.
Tutu.
Tutu. Desmond Tutu. In the doo-doo papers.
In the doo-doo times. They're about to make Bishop Desmond Tutu a pope, and he stopped like war and stopped. He's a saint and is supposedly an angel that's done nothing but good. And they didn't give it to him, and they gave it to that Nazi guy that looked like the Sith Lord in Star Wars.
What? Why did they give it to a Nazi?
I don't know. Take it up with the church. I just saw that happen, and
I'll
I went,
hit him up.
Okay, so the angel didn't get it, but the Nazi did. Oh, it was when he was a youth. So that's when he downloaded the data.
He was an actual Nazi?
And then that guy started, the Nazi Pope actually started saying like weird stuff. I go down rabbit holes. Look up the Nazi Pope. I don't remember the name.
Benedict, I think.
Yeah, that guy. He started at the end, started saying crazy shit, and they made him retire, which supposedly you don't do that. And now he's just forced to live in exile or retirement.
Well, we certainly don't do that with our politicians. We don't force anyone to retire when they're old and start saying crazy shit.
No, they're both running for president.
Yeah, and McConnell is out there just having a stroke and being like, I'm good, dog. And which, to be fair, kind of like your dad tearing the Achilles, to like stroke out on live TV and then come back and they're like, did you go to a doctor? And he's like, we reviewed the reports. And he basically was like, no, I didn't go to a doctor. I'm not going to.
I respect that part, but nothing else. No. That old chicken gizzard gobble motherfucker. Look at his neck.
His neck is one of the all-time.
Where did your bottom jaw go, sir? I've never seen anybody. Did you just lose the whole row?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't understand why these people don't want to just stop doing that job. It's like,
Corruption
dude,
and
you're old.
power and
you're
money.
you're old. But you're already old, corrupt, and powerful. Like, you have a lake house. Like, go be there. Play with your grandkids.
I don't think
Take
they
Viagra.
like that.
Fuck your
you
lady.
know?
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't think they like that
No.
either. Yeah, they like being out of the house.
They're like you want to mean? You mean peace? No.
I think it's probably
Let's
too.
go to Ukraine and make some money.
It's probably too hard to unwind your mind at that point. Like, there's no way to get to like a simple like resting state. There's probably just too much running around in there.
I would think after 30 years of this hustle, we would be good to retire.
Yeah,
I would think so.
of this, but yeah, no one. I mean, comedians is very different than like I want to still be president when I'm 85.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Like, I think what we'd all like to do is get to a point with comedy where it's like you don't have to tour anymore, but you can do shows when you want to, and that's probably not how it works unless you really pop off. But it would
Yeah.
be nice.
It does work that way, but exactly what you just said, you have to be a certain level of fame for
Yeah.
that to carry over through decades.
Otherwise, people just are like, "What is this old fuck trying to play our
Yeah.
club? Fuck out of here!"
You're
So
like,
you gotta save your money.
I was
You
big
gotta
on
be smart.
TikTok.
Yeah,
Let's pick on TikTok in the 90s. No.
it's Flug Flam now, you old fuck. Get out of here.
It's Mio.
Yeah.
I think I have to pee again.
You want to take a pee break?
We'll do a pee break. Dude, I'm such a pisser.
It feels
Good
good.
pee boy.
It's nice to.
Man. Pee man. Oh, I forgot to do this. Hang on one second. Shout out to the sweet fans in Boston giving me little knickknacks. Or I don't know if this was Long Island or Boston, but little loosey-goosey tea napkins.
Oh.
They got them for 50 cents at a church flea market. And they gave me a sweet little note. And this is, stay cool and bear the load. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice. I've said that to a few ladies.
Oh, just cuteness.
Come
And then
on.
a fan just took a random Polaroid of me, and that was fun.
Oh, that's
Sweetness.
beautiful.
Get rid of the envelope. We don't need that.
Oh, beautiful.
Fucking made it. What kind of celebration was that? What kind of... I don't know. Most people clap. I'm back. This old... help me. Joey, carry my podcast.
I got you, dog.
Okay, or interview question.
How
What
did
should
that
I
make
ask
you
him? Help me
feel?
out. What do I pay you for? I'm so sorry.
I didn't even know you had a mic back there.
Yeah, he helps. It's mainly for solos. So I'm like, help me, Chris. Help me. I'm drowning in my own thoughts. I'm going too crazy today, and they can tell. You live in a corrupt world and fucking see the light and try to be sane about it.
Yeah.
You know what somebody told me, and I don't know if I said this, but I'll say it again because it helps me. It's okay to be a little depressed in this world because it's all fucked up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're not meant to be happy if children are mining the lithium that's in your Apple iPhone and you're a murderer, you know.
Yeah.
Enjoy that laptop,
Yeah.
Samantha. You didn't know, did ya? You know, it's okay to be down, but just acknowledge it. Fucking
Is there always
Get-
going to be... Here's
rid
a
of it.
spiritual question. Is there always going to be... Like, because I think people think that either we progress, we move forward with technological innovation, or it just creates new problems. Is there always a balance of good and evil things going on at once? And there's actually no way to escape it no matter how many things we do, because every new thing creates a new situation of which there seems to be often
for every
good and
Christ,
evil.
there's the Antichrist,
Right.
the yin and the yang, the Taoism, the black and the white. Without each other, they don't exist. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I feel like evil's winning right now, but I feel like light is coming.
I feel like... yeah,
Consciousness is waking up, and they can't stop it, and they try. That's how I feel. How do you
hard
feel?
it's hard to say. I mean, I feel like for every person who has completely awakened and come online in a beautiful way, not like literally online, there's also people going darker and darker down weirder rabbit holes and becoming more cut off from that.
Yeah, the ebb and flow. I I don't know.
I feel like it also really comes down to how you're. I mean, the truth of everything is whatever, but it really does come down to how you what you focus on. Often comes down to like how you're feeling about yourself at that time. A lot of times I am driving around and it's very just about me, but I'm like, I feel like I'm living in a solid gold memory of beautiful existence right now, just because I'm with my family and friends and like doing that sort of thing. And in that moment, I don't think about anything else, which I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know.
That's amazing. That's that's be in the moment. There's nothing better than that.
Right.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. Again, just like whatever you focus on, like the Prince said, like whatever you think is true. And like some days I'll literally wake up to my cat's print on me like this is the best day of my life, and then it just is in that simple moment.
Yeah.
You know, of enjoying a purr.
Yeah.
Or laying on the grass enjoying the sun.
Yeah.
But the moment I get in my head and start analyzing shit and be like, you got to get more money, you got to get that farm, you got to provide, you got to do, you know, you eat yourself alive.
It's tough. I feel like every week, like Monday and Tuesday, and I have this conversation with my wife every week where I like, it's a little stressed, it's overwhelming, it's horrible. And then as it goes on and you like do things, it gets better. So I think that the problem usually is when I try to hold all of the problems in my head at once, whether they're global or personal, it's incredibly overwhelming and stressful.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you can focus on, I'm going to do one thing.
One at a time.
Like if I was like, all the things that I need to do today right now.
Oh, my God.
But it's like.
I got to pack for Canada tomorrow.
Right. That's what's nice about doing a podcast. It's like, we cannot be on our phones. You have to just sit here and focus on it.
Yeah.
It's the only thing we can do right now. And then we can go back to everything else. So I think that happens with global issues too. It's like it is overwhelming when you think about like there's climate change, there's lithium, there's all, and it's just like, I don't know how to deal with it. Fucking
I know how.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Kill your masters. Yeah, I said it. Kill your masters. Kill these slave owners.
Yeah.
They own us all. These cocksuckers are button paid for. Kill them with the organic garden. And your switchblade close by. Yeah, no, it's whenever I think about all the weight of the heavy shit out there, obviously I go to hell.
Yeah.
And whenever I just focus on the small winning moments or good, then that's what you get. I try to weed it out. It's really hard though. Negative thoughts are like weeds and they affect your garden, your abundance, and your bounty, so to speak. So get them weeds out.
Yeah.
Get them the fuck out.
You got to get them out. And sometimes it does start with little, like you said, self-discipline, like little things. Like it's hard to do sometimes, but when you do a day where you're like, I did my writing, and even if I don't work out, but I went for a walk and I ate healthy, then you kind of wake up next day and you're like, ooh, yeah. I won that day. That was good.
I feel like I still struggle, but I'm on the winning side of positivity because of I still go dark for sure. We're fucking human. It's near impossible not to. But I catch it quicker. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like that's my next step. I was like, no, get out of there, Craig. Don't you? And then sometimes I'm just down there. I like the dark.
But what I like how you're talking about, I think some people look retroactively on themselves and they're like, that's just who I am. I am this way.
No, you're not. You're not a piece of shit.
Right. Instead of just saying like, oh, I here's one thing I'd like to change. And maybe if I focus on changing that a little bit every day, it gets better. And then you realize you can do that with a lot of different things.
Yeah, you can do that with everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
I realize it's not the funniest comedy podcast.
What are you talking about? We've been giggling. We've been getting deep. We could go back to the doo-doo times.
No. It's good. It's good.
We don't have to be so deep. We keep it silly.
I do. I like talking about this shit, though.
I do, too, because it feels like the fucking world's needed.
Yeah.
What, did I say that right?
The world's need
it. Oh.
The world's need it.
The world is a vampire. See, we're back to Dum Dum Town. We don't always have to be highbrow intellectuals.
No, but we can. Do you think the aliens are here?
No, they're lying to us to get a one world government and get us to comply to their stupid consolidation of power. It's all bullshit. They lied about Iraq. They lied about Vietnam. They lied about COVID. But this time, they're telling the truth. Suck my dick, feds. Suck my fucking cock. Fucking morons out there.
That was a good rundown.
Yeah. Choose light. Go garden and get your machine guns.
Yeah, light the Molotov cocktails. It's time.
I know a high school friend that
come
used to
to the-
firebomb people. I'm calling him when the shit hits the fan. I was telling Chris before the show. High school friends. You got any psychos you used to hang out with?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to think of ones that have like particularly fun stories, like firebombing. I didn't quite get to. Just a lot of nuts people.
Yeah, Santa Cruz is kind of pussy compared to L.A. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sorry.
Well,
I'm
and
sorry.
I was over the
was
hill
just
from
joking.
Santa Cruz, which was
I
definitely.
love Santa Cruz.
I was very like Silicon Valley, so it was funny going to a public school there because some parents had like tech money, so like kids are rolling up Benz, AMG, and then like there's another kid who they were like, he was born in a chicken coop, and they're all like just supposed to get along, And I'm like, that guy's pecking that beautiful woman's hair, What
I like the pecker more than the nerd. Hey, peckerhead, get over here.
Get over here.
I don't like that
cool
rich
guy.
kid. I don't trust him. He didn't earn nothing. You got to earn it. Anyways.
Yeah, there's a kid I didn't know who was a few grades younger than me, and my friend just sent me. He's like wanted by Interpol now,
Wow.
which sounds cool, but it depends on what you did.
Yeah.
He
Does it
kind
drugs
of-
or humans?
He kind of R-worded a gal,
Oh.
and they got him, but he's then been on the lam, and it's kind of like one of those like, remember that guy? I'm like, oh, the name sounds familiar. What it? Okay.
Yeah. If
And then a photo of him was like, yup. When you see someone, it's like, wow, he definitely was meant for this role that he's now playing.
Yeah. I think if you're found guilty of said crimes, you should have your nuts or dick or both chopped off.
I think so. I think
that's fair.
if there's very solid
harmed a
proof
person.
you've done something like that,
Yeah.
you should have
I like
horrible
stuff
thing.
like that.
The nice thing about our current system, which I realize it's actually difficult to penalize people for it, but if you do get someone who's done those sort of things in jail, we don't technically harm them, but things happen to them that do feel just once they get to prison. Like Larry Nassar.
But I think if the woman gets found out later for lying, she should have her genitalia mutilated as well.
Well, if
Let's
she
be fair
if she
here.
gets found for
Let's be
lying, the
fair.
guy now gets to do it.
Oh. I mean, tat for tat.
You manifested this.
Damn, what a crazy world we live in.
No, yeah, jail seems like a tough place, but they have
Have you
strong
been arrested?
morals in there. I have been arrested.
Were you wearing a boot?
I was not wearing a boot.
Did you run?
We were hiding on the roof. We got the dumbest arrest. The official charge was petty theft, possession of shopping cart, and it's because I was.
Sounds like a good time to me.
It was a great time.
That's my type of crime.
It was a great time. It was. I actually got into drugs a little bit when I was in like 8th grade, and then I kind of like cleaned myself up
early.
from that.
You're
Yeah,
early bird. Hard
I was
drugs
early.
too?
I was like a little weed, and then doing like taking too many like cough pills.
Okay, that's
it was
normal
not-
at that
yeah,
grade. I took no dose and shit my pants at school.
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
What is this?
It was not great, and anyway. So this was why I had like become like sober at this age, but we wanted to do something fun. So we were like, let's just go out and kind of cause a ruckus. We like steal street signs, and we would just have a nice time.
Yeah.
So we went on a scavenger hunt, and we picked up like a shopping cart from Trader Joe's. We threw it at my friend's Suburban, and we were like, fuck yeah, we're crazy. And he's like, did you know we can go on the roof of Safeway? I was like, you're crazy, let's go. So we go on the roof of Safeway, and we're standing up there, and then we see the cop cars coming around because we just parked in the middle of the thing, and we're like, fuck. And we hid from them on the roof for like 40 minutes, and then they were like, all right, we found out the car is registered to, and they said his parents' names, and we were like, you got us.
Yeah, but he could have went down and took the rap, and y'all could have got away.
Yeah, he should have done that.
Yeah,
but he
why
wasn't-
all people get arrested? Be like, hey, Timmy, you got to take the fall.
He's a fucking rat.
I'll give you $50.
They probably
Come on, Timmy.
once they found him on the roof, I think he stood up first, and they were like, "Anyone else up there?" And it's like, well, they would have found us.
Yeah.
we're on the roof. You know, they would have checked.
He's like, yeah, I'm
Oh,
alone.
I'm alone. I was doing this by myself.
I got good friends because when I was out on bail for the 4th of July firecracker incident, I just bailed out. And I was awaiting trial for that, and I got a lawyer, but I was still a knucklehead, so I went down to the beach, and I was drinking at a bonfire in a Dockweiler right down the way, El Segundo, and then it was me and my buddy, and we were driving from like El Segundo to Hermosa, go party. I was just arrested in Hermosa, by the way. I threw firecrackers at police officers on horses in Hermosa Beach. They know my story. I don't know.
I
but
don't
I'm
know.
saying
Yeah.
for you. So, I like action. And, and no, it was an accident. I didn't mean to. But anyway, so I'm out on bail for that. And then we are drinking at the fire, Sailor Jerry's. And we put in a Coke bottle. And we're getting hammered and we're smoking weed. We're smoking joints. We're hotboxing his like fucking 98 Sentra, Nissan Sentra, like a little hard shell sucker like that,
Yeah.
And then we get the lights pulled up behind us. His tags are expires, and I didn't know this, and he didn't know it, but he had warrants, and so he had warrants. I'm on bail, and we have weed, and we're hotboxing, and this is at a time where weed wasn't legal yet. I'm an old man,
Right.
It was like a ticket, but when you're hotboxing and driving, it's a bad look. And he
not
has
great.
warrants, and I'm out on bail, and so they rolled down the window.
Cop jackpot right there.
That's
Holy shit.
The cop.
No, did he say that?
It's somebody where he rolled down the window and a cloud of smoke hit him like a movie, like Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Oh, this is gonna be good," and he starts laughing, and we're just like, "This, oh, you got us,
Yeah.
you fucking got us." And then there's more to the story. Hang on. So, I have weed, he has weed, but he's getting arrested,
Right.
So I just ditch the weed and throw it on him,
Right.
But he takes it because he what's 1 sack, 2 sack, 3 sack, 4. And then so we're handcuffed. He's questioning us, and then he's asking me questions. He's like, "Have you been arrested before?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "What city?" And I was like, "This one, Hermosa Beach."
He said, when?
And he said, "What for?" I was like, "Firecrackers." He said, "What date?" I said, 4th of July. And he said, "Wait a minute, you weren't the kid that threw the firecrackers at the police on horses?" I said, "No, sir." And then my buddy started laughing. I was like, "I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you." And then they called, he had warrants in Torrance, so they called the Torrance PD to pick him up. And this is like a fluke. They always pick up motherfuckers. They got there's no real crime over here. They'll arrest you for a roach.
Right.
LA's different.
Right.
We're like the suburbs right outside of LA. And they didn't get him. But to not get his car impounded and towed, I had to drive it. But I've been drinking. And they searched, but our whiskey was in the Coke bottle, so we got away with it.
Oh my God.
I
They
know.
didn't smell the Coke bottle? They really
No.
have no fucking clue out here.
Yeah, and they thought we were just smoking.
Right.
And so they said, like, he could drive. And I was like, "I don't want to drive, Kyle." That was my buddy. It's
Right.
all right. We can name him. He's a G. And then I was like, I'm out on bail. Like, I'm drunk and high, and this is a setup. And he's like, "Motherfucker, I took the rap for that weed. You gonna get my car out of here?" And then I did, and I just drove. I drove like a block, pulled over, parked, and then we walked the rest of the way. And then the cops just sat in front of the bar I was drinking at and watched me. And I was so scared, but after a few drinks, I forgot about them,
Wait, so you went out to a bar after that?
Yeah, man. I'm a drug addict. What do you think? Papa didn't raise no bitch. I didn't get arrested. Let's get fucked up. Why do you think I'm doing ayahuasca trying to find God now? I've just been running from the devil my whole life, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I like action.
When you first said I like action, I was like, yeah, dude, that is 100% why you're doing ayahuasca now, because now you can't have that. I guess it's a more demonic action, but like getting fucked up, if it's light and fun is a great time. It's action. That's why I like doing it too. But ayahuasca is your spiritual, like, let's have some crazy shit happen.
Let's have crazy shit happen, but in a purging, healing manner.
Yeah.
Like once you visit the realm of eternal light or love, or I don't even know what words can describe it.
Right.
You touch that pond. I don't understand how fools don't want to come back. Some people just do this once. I'm like, you touch the pond of love, right? I was like, you don't want to touch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just healing. It's just truth.
I think some people, there's different perspectives. Some people are trying to just like do it and then integrate it into their own life and
I want to go
make
there
this
and never
realm
come back.
Yeah. you do have an addict's mindset towards this really healthy thing.
No, I
Well, I have good news. You are going to get to go there and never come back at some point, but you have more,
you're right.
You have
That's
more
death.
work to do.
I know. Beat the patterns.
The pond of light is a sick way of putting it.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
I don't know, but it sounds good.
Pond of love.
Yeah.
Love and light. Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Pond of light, pond of love, same shit. No, I joke about being addicted to it, and I loosely am, but once you experience it, it's not really like
It's
that.
different. It's a very different thing. Yeah.
I was about to say it's a medicine. You can't get addicted to Dimetap, but I'm sure there's some asshole out there that proved me wrong and just sips Dimetap every fucking day. You're like, dog, that's not.
Well, there are like addiction is a negative connotation, but there are healthy addictions and positive addictions. If you're addicted to working out and eating healthy, and it's not, so much that you can't carry a job or something, like no one would be like, wow, you're such a fucking addict. You
It's
run
much
every
better
day.
than crack cocaine.
Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good one, bro. Any final questions? I guess we've been kind of talking about it this whole damn time, so I don't need to ask that. Like that incident that got me arrested, I was like a bad situation that made you learn and get better. And I believe we've been hitting that topic for the whole time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I've had a lot. Like there was like a stretch like middle school through like early high school where I would just like get in like bad trouble like every other year. And it really sucked. And it was always horrible. And it was like drugs. There was also like a stealing like little like chromies off cars. Like
I
shit
used to
kids
do that,
would
yeah, bro.
100%.
I
like,
still got them.
Yeah, dude. The
Karma's coming though.
Yeah, dude. What's funny is that this kid this just random kid ratted me out. They said, "Where'd you get this?" He said, "Me," and he was taking them too. So when I came in, I said, "Well, I got mine from him." So he's lying. They couldn't prove anything on either of us, but I knew they were hot on my tail.
Yeah.
So I've like buried them in my like parents' yard somewhere. My friend and I are gonna dig one day and try to find
Hey,
them.
my nephew Thaddeus got a metal detector. We'll come visit you.
But it was just like that, and then like a few other things. It was just moments of like really disappointing the people in my life, and just how bad that felt, and just not wanting to do that, because I have a really strong family structure. I have really strong friends. Everyone like most people in my life actually like believe in me. So when I do dumb shit, it's like only my fault being a fucking idiot, and that's what always makes me just not want to have that feeling anymore.
Yeah, disappointing a mother or father.
Yeah.
I remember that being shamed for shoplifting or some shit, and you just feel so bad.
Yeah.
And then you grow up and you're like, it was fucking Albertsons. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. You're like, when I look back on all the things, I'm like, those are such normal things, but it's just catastrophic in your life. And then the other thing was, I thought I was going to be a baseball player. I went to college to play baseball, and then I got cut. And that was just a disappointment. So whenever I fell into comedy, my thing was like, dude, this has to work. Otherwise, I'm just going to be looking at my life and been like, I'm 0 for 2 on dreams. I'm a
You
piece
could
of
be the
shit.
MVP on the Comedy Store softball team.
I would love to.
Hey.
I'm in, dude.
Hey. That's so funny. And then the final question, you got a good pooping of the pants story, a hot steamer
Oh, damn.
on a summer night.
I don't really have a great pooping of the pants
You
story.
shit down your leg and it went in your boot.
Yeah.
You shit on your Achilles tendon. Come on, dog. You done cocaine cut with baby laxatives. You never squirt out the back end?
No, I've never. Look, I've definitely taken a look at some underwear after a day and been like, Jesus. But
I need to wipe better. Didn't bring my wet ones today.
It's usually pretty contained. I just remember when I was sick. I was like in high school. I was sick. I was lying in bed and I was talking to my brother and I had the flu and I was just like, oh shit. And he's like, what? And I was like, I thought it was a fart, and I just completely shat the bed.
That's a good one.
It's not that exciting, but
That's
I
exciting.
literally shat
You
the
shit the
bed,
bed.
which is also one of my favorite phrases, and it wasn't my bed. So I was in the guest room bed. So I was like, sorry about it.
Sorry for whoever sleeps over next.
Yeah, you
Don't
get that
sniff in the middle.
Mancini squirts world.
I had octopus pasta. Oh God, I'm gonna kill myself today.
Oh, was it like a squid ink? I puked squid
I
ink.
was
It was
trying
like
to
an
say squid ink.
ayahuasca octopus
Squid ink.
pasta.
I said the wrong thing. Oh God, God, please help us.
Squid ink is kind of a dangerous one.
Yeah,
I remember getting food
thank
poisoning
you
and
for
puking
making
it
my
up.
riff better.
It felt like an ayahuasca experience.
Now
I was
you know what?
puking up like black. I was like, it's an Italian demon.
Now you know why I'm afraid of crowd work. It's that the octopuses spaghetti.
You'll just say the wrong shit all the time.
Yeah. Maybe that's the key to my next level of success is shitty crowd work. And just be like, they're just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's just
It makes sense up here, lady.
Yeah.
I didn't take my lion's mane today.
You just say something dumb, add a laugh track, and like, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Dude. See? Okay, that's it. That's our show. Check out old Joey Avery. I almost said your name wrong.
This is actually good timing. I am dropping some actual material, like an 8-minute little set on.
We'll provide the links.
on
Send me the links.
YouTube tomorrow. Well, probably when this comes out, it'll be out.
Yeah, no. Send us the link.
Yeah.
Click the link.
It's all about my boot experience.
Just give old boot liquor over here some love. And I do respect Law and Order, just not the crooked ones.
Respect.
Let's be clear here.
Yeah, respect.
Have you seen Downtown LA? I like Law and Order.
Yeah, you need a little bit.
What the hell? We need Batman.
There's some
bro.
good shitting your pants stories down there for sure.
That is the devil's dookie down there.
Yeah, it's
I
bad.
don't want to hear about that. We're talking about God's dookie.
The Lord of Dookie.
That's been it for the Doo-Doo Times. This is Craig Conant, mayor of Fart Town. That's my buddy Tim McLaughlin's Twitter account. I gotta shout him out too. Check out Joey Avery. All links provided. He is so funny. Love this dude. And I'll see ya. I'll see you in the grind, sucker.
All right, baby.
I'll see ya. Much love. Stay up. Vibrate higher. Namaste.